Subscribe now.
Hey guys, Dr. Nimmersis here. It's been a while, but this is going to be my Dragonflight initial Marksman PvP talent guides just for the beginning of the season. Just going to be my initial thoughts and my initial talent tree, but of course that will change depending on how things go with the season. People are still testing things out, but this is what I conclude to be the most effective. Anyways, we'll start with the guide. So one of these you might notice is that I'm actually a Tauren now from an Orc. And the reason why I did this is because of the new set bonus change for PvP, where your 2 set bonus now for your trinkets increases or decreases the amount of CC that is going your way. So this pretty much kind of nerfed Orcs in a sense, since now half of the ratios pretty much everyone has it. So this made a lot more classes viable. And if you're Alliance, I feel that Night Elf Human or Dark Iron Dwarf is a good choice, but the reason why I chose Tauren is because I feel that all the ratios of Tauren benefit Marksman in some way. You have your War Stomp, which pretty much is a stun, which I'll pretty much go into later, is a good way to get a guaranteed trap off after your initial goes, or the ones where you basically are on, you have Intimidation for. So the one after Intimidation, you can just get a free War Stomp trap that's safe and no one can really stop it. And you also get your increased crit damage, which I'll go into my talents later, but I feel is very synergistic with Sharpshooter. So all your crit damage is doing a lot, and Tauren has that additional benefit. And then you have your HP, which means that, again, you'll have higher survivability. Okay, so this is my completed talent tree, and for those who just want to take a look at it and not really go into detail, this is, leave it up for a few seconds and let you guys copy or freeze the screen. Okay, so anyways, let's go into detail now. So, the reason why I chose going like this for this, I'll just start from the beginning, is initially, because of shot, you want this because you need a slow for range. Okay, post haste, good choice because, like it says, gives you freeing ability and gives you speed. Now from here, you want counter strike because you need to interrupt. And then survival of the fittest and tar trap. These are your good slow ability. This is a good defensive cooldown, which is nice that they gave it to us hunters without having to use a tenacity pet. So from here, you get improved kill shot, which gives you kill shot damage, which is very good with other talents later here on here. And then from there, you have a free point. So you're not really going to use using kill command because you're not really a beastmaster. Trailblazer is kind of more just for a ease of life kind of talent. So you put 1 point natural mending. Now from here, you pretty much want to get your Trank Shot because you want to dispel any benefits that your target will have. And for instance, if someone has fort, you dispel it. You pretty much just did, free X amount of damage by removing their extra HP. So that's a good choice. And from here, you'll have Entrapment, which is pretty much makes your tar trap a mini binding shot, which is unfortunate that we don't have. You have to choose between scatter or binding, but scatter is what you want to choose. And then intimidation, because you're going to have safe stun traps. You can stun your target if that's the situation. So it's just nice to have a stun for once. Now from here, you want to choose natural endurance because you want to increase your survivability during that window when your healer is in CC. So that's better than duration because, again, 40%. 20% more significant. Now from here, this is where things get a little interesting when I was experimenting. So I tried Sentinel Owl, and Sentinel Owl is actually not as great as it sounds because there isn't a lingering effect anymore after you throw down the owl, just like Resident Arrow. So now when you throw down this owl, they actually only provides no line of sight for the duration that they're in the ring. Once they leave the ring, pretty much, you can't shoot them to the wall anymore. So with that said, this in general is, even if it says it can go to 12 seconds, it doesn't matter if they walk out the ring because you can't shoot them. So in that case, it's better just to choose other talents. So continue on this tree. You want camo because it's a nice re-stealth just to get more HP and land that free trap in the beginning. Now from here, you want to get binding shackles because after you do your go, you pretty much want the person that you did it on to deal less damage to you. So in twos will be really nice because you can be stunning the DPS sometimes. If you have a priest, for instance, you're playing Holy Priest with the Chastise, you can have your priest stun the healer, then you can stun the DPS, and then you just 8 seconds does less damage for you. So that's good in that sense. So now pathfinding, you want more speed, and then from here you want to choose improve traps and rejuvenating winds. Now from there I choose Master Marksman just because this is good damage. This is just as good passive damage. Now from here, I did try going Arctic Ebola and Explosive Shot, but then like I said on my Venus channel, I have Salvo, which I'll go into later, but this pretty much gives you Explosive Shot every time you have Volley, so it's kind of redundant to have Explosive Shot and this. So I choose not to go this route. And once I get Steel Trap, this is kind of like your new Binding Shot, so that's why you choose that. And then here, Death Chakram, this is kind of your setup, like I said before, which will go with Volley and then your double tap for your burst. And then now I chose Burst Injector because pretty much when you do aim shot, it's a free amount of damage that is stagnant. And it's nice because sometimes it can crit. So when I was testing this can actually crit up to, say you get to 8 stacks, you can hit 16k, you can hit 30k, because then this will go higher. And if it's at 10, so I've seen it hit 20k, etc. So this is nice. And then if you don't, I was thinking before when I was playing around to just not go this route and just choose, Ebola or something with my extra talents. But the reason I don't choose Arctic Ebola is because it will hit, cleaving. It will hit like up to 4 targets. So then that's, it's also a chance, so it's not as reliable as Latent Poison, and it might potentially break CC. So it's just better to go in this tree. So now remaining talents, you can just, you can put one in this, and then when you actually fight Feral Druids, you take out one of this and put one in Scare Beast. So that's pretty much this side of the tree. Now for the other side, I choose Aim Shot because that's your first one. This one increases your arcing shot damage, is good. Rapid Fire, because this is going to be your main damage setup. Now, here, again, the aim start doing more damage. You want to choose Careful Aim. Normally you use Chimera Shot because then you don't want to cleave, break your traps. And then this is where the tree gets legit. Some people go down like this, but I feel that you don't really need Lone Wolf because you're going to have your pet out so you can intimidate. So this is kind of not something you're going to really use that often, and you actually really don't have the talents for it later. So I'll keep going on, leaving that blank for now. So you want Killer Accuracy, Death Blow, Razor Fragments. This is nice because it's a built-in Venthyr ability, and this actually hits pretty hard. I've hit 98k kill shots before, and this is synergistic again with your improved kill shot. So now again, you get Surging Shots, this improve rapid fire damage. And now this is one of the tree where some people go down. Some people I've seen go directly down this way, but I feel that this makes you kind of more like a stationary target, and the benefits are more for just more PvE, I feel, since you have to cast 2 steady shots, get your haste going, and in arena it's very rare that you get to sit there and just unload damage if the person is more aware of the surroundings, and they'll just line of sight you. So I actually chose to go Volley, and it actually gives you a free point because you can get True Shot without putting 2 in this and just 1 in this. So you always get increased arcing shot damage, double tap, focused aim, and then now this is where you get your True Shot. You go down here, you get your Unerring Vision, and this is now makes your True Shot go a lot more potent. So I know before True Shot was kind of considered a mini go in Shadowlands, but now with this, it pretty much makes your True Shot also increase your damage. So this is really nice. Okay, so from there, like I said, I chose to go this way because it's more consistent with a burst setup. And I did try Wailing Arrow, which, if you look at it, does about the same amount of damage as Aim Shot. So, and the silence is only applied to non-players, so this is kind of more like a PvE thing. And if I just choose this to show you, I tried it with Windrunner's Barrage. It actually wasn't that significant, and right in this, you don't really have time to kind of like sit there and just get the many aim shots off. So I feel like this is just more of like a PvE talent row. So with that, choose lock and load because it's always nice having a free aim shot. However, this is different from Shadowlands, where it actually still consumes your aim shot and it just doesn't take focus. So now this is nice, Serpent Chicory, which then is synergistic with this, so you actually don't have to cast Serpent Sting at all, and that just makes it so that you can do less globals in your windows of damage. So now from here, I didn't choose this route, which is why I said when people go down this tree, voice tree, they usually go this route. And it seems like this one is more of like, it's stationary. You look at this, it's only when they're 20% below health that you get this bonus, which is, and it stacks 15 times, where like no one's going to be low for that long in PvP. It's more of a PvE thing. And these are kind of more of like random procs with your wind arrows. And then again, Arena is trying to be as consistent as possible. So this tree right here is a little random, and it seems to be more for like PvE talent. So this is why I avoided this row in that sense. So now for me, you have extra talent points. Where do I put it? So I'll put it in bursting shot, which is all you pretty much have left. Like I said, you can't really use lone wolf here because you're gonna have invitation out. So that's how I pretty much made my tree. As for PP talents, it's nice that you don't have Scash on it. So this Survival Tactic is good because you don't have Craven anymore, so it's kind of like your mini Craven. You have now everyone can use Chimeral Sting, so now your CC chain is longer. And what you actually want to do is that you always want to use this after like a stun or something where that, because this does do damage. So if you wanted to chain it, you have to do something where you like Chimeral Sting first, and then you trap, or you trap, have your healer fear, and then you Chimeral Sting after, or you intimidation, Chimeral Sting, and then you trap, just to make the chain as smooth as possible. And the last time Roar Sacrifice is just the best here. Alright, and that pretty much concludes my reasoning behind my challenge tree.
Subscribe now.